Hey, what's going on, my friend? It's Jeff Newport from ChasingStrength.com. And today we're going to answer the question, when it comes to working out, how much is enough? Okay, so let's get into this. Before we do, though, I have a guilty confession to make. Sometimes I watch bodybuilding videos on YouTube, right? You might have thought it was something else. But look, I just really want to see what's out there I want to see if anything's changed in the last 20, 30 years. You know what the answer is? No, not much has changed at all. Guys are still training to failure. The guys are still doing forced reps. Guys are still doing chest and tris. And you know what? Guys are still doing steroids. In fact, I would say it's probably steroids and PEDs. And you might have to bleep this out, okay, in order to not get banned from YouTube. But let's say vitamin S seems to be more prevalent now than it was when I was coming up. Okay. So it's more prevalent now than it was in the 90s and early 2000s. Okay. Now that we're in the 2020s, it seems like everybody's taking vitamin S, right? And worse, because everybody's still taking vitamin S, guys are still being brainwashed that don't know any better, that these old ways are still the only way, right? Or the only ways to work out and still get results. They're still the best ways to train. But I argue best, right? What's best? Best for what? It's best what? To have the inside of your legs chafe when you walk. It's best to look like you swallowed a pumpkin, right? It's best to look like you're waddling around with a loaf in your diaper. You know what I'm saying? Those of you who've had toddlers, right? Look, I recently watched one dude, God bless him. He's a brown belt in BJJ, which means he's athletic and he's disciplined and he has perseverance, okay? But he got manhandled by a black belt who had to be 70 pounds lighter than him and just looked like a regular small dude on the street. The other guy was jacked. Okay, super jacked. But again, black belt, light, average looking guy, super jacked bodybuilder, brown belt gets manhandled. Is there a correlation between being jacked and strong and being successful in BJJ? You be the judge, okay? But look, for me, gone are the days when I'm so sore after workout that I can barely blink and sneezing makes me wince or worse, tear up. Gone are the days when I'm spending 60 minutes in the gym 5 days a week. Nope, not for me anymore. So for example, today, I squatted for about 10 minutes, right? And then I alternated between ring dips and weighted pull-ups. And while I was doing that, I was helping my daughter do muscle ups on the rings for about 15 minutes. 25 minutes, I'm done. Then she and I went to the grocery store. Yesterday, what did my workout look like? Well, I squatted for about 10 minutes and then did double kettlebell clean and presses for, you guessed it, 10 minutes, 20 minutes, and I was done. Okay, look, don't ask me about squatting 2 days in a row. We'll cover that some other session. And yesterday, coincidentally, in two separate encounters, both my son and my daughter, 12 and almost 10 respectively, made comments telling me that my biceps were huge. It's hilarious. It cracks me up because, look, I could care less about the size of my arms, okay? I don't care how big they are, and I never train them directly, okay? You'll never catch me doing curls and tricep extensions. Those things just aren't important to me. They have no meaning or bearing on the rest of my life. And look, of course, those are kids saying that. So, and they're small. So everything looks big to them. Okay. Look, the point is my workouts are long enough to get a significant amount of work done and short enough that I can walk away with energy in my tank. And how long is that exactly? Well, depending on the day, it's between 10 and 30 minutes. Usually, I was actually discussing this with a client today, coincidentally. All right. So the deal is this: the more you have on the plate, the less time I found I need to train. Okay. Or said another way, the more stuff I've got going on in the background of my mind, right? The more family activities we have, the more extracurricular activities, the more work pressure I have, the less time I need to train. But personally, I like frequent training. So it's not uncommon for me to train up to 6 days a week. But again, these aren't hour-long marathon sessions. I just told you they're on the shorter side. So between 10 and 30 minutes at a clip. The truth is you can get brutally strong and decently muscular training this way. And yeah, you can even stimulate some fat loss too, if that's what you're going after. Let me just be straight up here. Are you going to look like the next Arnold? No way. But then again, look, I'm over 50 and I don't care to look like Arnold. I've been over 250 pounds. I know what that feels like to walk around at that weight. It's a lot of work. It took me a lot of work to get there, and it took me a lot of work to stay there. Furthermore, I wasn't married and I didn't have kids at the time. Okay. So based on my personal and professional experience, which is over 30 years now, I think between 10 and 30 minutes is enough. Okay. It's the sweet spot for me and for a lot of guys that I know and train. Okay. Now, does that mean you can't train longer? No, that's not what that means at all. Okay. Some guys like to train up to 45 minutes, right? Again, it's personal. How about the number of exercises, Jeff? How many exercises do you need to do in a session for it to be enough? Well, whatever you want to get in during that time frame. Okay. So that's, again, it's personal. It's dependent on you. Me personally, I'll do anywhere from one exercise, double kettlebell clean and press, to three. So we'll have like clean and press, dips, chins. That's an example. Okay. And I usually program about the same for my private clients. And primarily we do it in 4-week cycles. Now, what should you do, my friend? Okay. What's best for you? How much is enough for you in order for you to reach your goals? Well, again, that depends on you. Okay. Again, your goals, your work schedule, your personal life, your injury history, your training history, right? Your kids' practice and competition schedules. That's a big one right there. I mean, we spent all Saturday, this past Saturday, up at my daughter's gymnastics meet. Okay. It's a whole day gone. All right. Not begrudging her, but that is a day in that's typically what a weekend looks like for me. Okay. So again, what does your weekend look like? What's your skill level using kettlebells? Can you do singles only, or are you up for the doubles? Again, you, okay? You get my drift, right? So look, let me level with you here. If your workouts aren't working for you right now, or you're not working out right now because you don't have the time, my recommendation is that you change your expectations of what workouts should be. Okay. Forget about what you did in the past. Forget about what Arnold did, or, forget about what your friends are doing. What can you do based on that list of things that I just gave you? Okay. Remember, 10 to 30 minutes, about 3 times per week, is all you need, especially if you have a full-time job and a family, right? If you're a full-time father, which workout or program should you do, right? Which ones do I recommend that I've designed? Well, I'll leave the links for a few of them, okay, in the description below. So I'll leave a link for a double kettlebell clean and press program. That's 3 times per week. Okay. 20 to 30 minutes per session, right? Really good if your goal is to develop total body strength, if you want some upper body muscle building, and you want to strip off some body fat. Okay. I'll also leave a kettlebell snatch only, right? If you've never just focused on snatches, that's why I put only in those air quotes, right? Because it is a total body strengthener and conditioner. Okay. We have guys who do just snatches who report their pull-up numbers going up. It's crazy. Anyway, if that appeals to you, I'll leave a link below in the description for a program. It's 3 times a week and it's only 15 minutes at a pop, and it's good for practically everything. Okay. I'm going to leave a link. If you like kettlebell complexes, I'll leave a link below, right? I don't know why I keep telling you I'm leaving you a link below. Obviously, I'm going to put links below in the description, but I've got 20 different kettlebell complex programs. These aren't workouts. These are full-blown programs. They're 6 to 9 weeks each. The reason there are so many of them is because, right, not everybody likes being pigeonholed into doing one. So you get to pick the one that you like the most, that looks the most appealing to you. And then you can run a couple of these programs. Okay. I'll got another program. It's double kettlebell clean and press, double kettlebell front squat, and the single kettlebell snatch. Builds muscle, gets you stronger, leans you out, makes you more powerful. That's 4 times a week, 20 to 30 minutes, right? And then the final one is a fat loss program. Your choice of either 10 to 30 minutes, 6 times a week. So you're going to alternate between 30-minute sessions and 10-minute sessions. Or, right, if you're one of those 45-minute workout guys, then you just work out 45 minutes, 3 times a week. Okay. So wrapping everything up. Okay. Remember, you and you alone get to define how much is enough of a workout for you. Okay. Assuming that you can recover from your workouts. And that means you're seeing progress. Okay. You're achieving your goals. You can see physical changes in the mirror, in your clothes, as well as the numbers increase in your training log. All right. Hopefully you found this video helpful. If you did, click the like button, leave a comment for me. Tell me, how much have you found is enough for you? And have you found that yet? Okay. Or are you still stuck on the old Arnold train twice a day, 6 days a week thing? Okay. If you found this video really helpful, go ahead and click subscribe and hit the share button across the socials. All right. Thanks so much for watching. Until next time, my friend, stay strong.